Very good morning, students. Welcome to IIT JEE NEET Foundation Program or Focus C program by Krishnaveni Talent School and Mastermind Schools. So once again, I welcome all the class 6 students so far for today's session. As you all well aware, and you can see on the screen. So my subject is physics. We are in class 6th, our ongoing chapter, 4th chapter, light. Today we are entering into the session number 2, right? So last we started this class, in the last class, where we discussed about the few important concepts of light, like, so what is light? What are the sources of light, right? And what is meant by optical medium? And how this optical medium is classified, right? Into, first is transparent, second one is translucent, and third one is opaque. So we learned about these concepts in the last class. We have seen along with the video very important concepts. Generally, as you all know that we cannot imagine our life without light. Correct or not? So welcome Priyadarshini, Umarani and Mastermind Karmangad. So without light, you cannot imagine in second, fraction of seconds also. Such a wonderful form of energy which makes the object visible for us by creating sensation on retina. Whenever light falls on retina of our eye, it returns back and makes the object visible for us. Such a wonderful form of energy is called light. It is available naturally as well as artificially also. So natural source of lights are like sun, stars are the natural sources. Artificial sources are remaining electric bulb, candle, tube light, LED, fire, so many things, right? But this light cannot pass through all the material medium, all the materials. There are few materials which allows the light to pass completely. There are few materials which allows the light to pass partially. There are some materials which does not allow the light to pass through them. The first category are called transparent substances. Second are called translucent. And third one is called opaque. Okay. So based on that, how far they're allowing the light to pass through them, all the materials are classified into 3 categories: transparent, translucent, and opaque. Clear? So we'll move to further see this is about what we learn about source of light, and even discussed about what are the luminous bodies and non-luminous. Among natural and artificial sources, there are some sources which can produce the light by their own, like sun, stars, candle, electric bulb. They produce the light by their own. But there are some more substances which that does not produce the light by their own, but they can be seen by the reflection of light. Like all the things, book, table, you can commonly call it furniture. Even moon also. Moon can be seen because of the reflection of light of sun. That is also non-luminous bodies, right? Luminous and non-luminous bodies. Then we discussed about what is the transparent medium, translucent, and opaque. Then we also discussed that what is the ray of light, the path of light, path followed by the light is called ray of light. If such rays, there is a number of rays are there, group of rays are called beam of light. If those beam is parallel to each other, they are called parallel beam of light. You can see here, right? So this is the ray of light, right? Just a minute. So this is ray of light, parallel beam of light, diverging beam of light. See, it is starting from one point. It is starting from single point and it is spreading in various direction. You can see here. From here, it is moving to all the direction. That is diverging, dividing. Starting from origin, they are moving away from various direction. Such light rays are called diverging beam of light. Then one more is a converging beam of light. Right? Converging. Coming from various direction, they are meeting at one point. See here. You can see clearly how they are converging. See, they are coming like a parallel beam. They are converged here. They are converged at one point. The direction, you can see, the direction indicates coming towards one point. They are called converging beam of light. Right? So these are the basic concepts what we learn in the first class under the synopsis 1. Synopsis 1 of textbook. Right? Now we move to the synopsis 2 here. You can see on the screen. You can see the material also. Okay? Synopsis 2. So what we learn here? Shadow. Very important. Commonly seen. We generally see the shadows of many things. When you are walking in the summer, under sunlight, you can see your own shadow. Sometimes shadow may be very big. Sometimes shadow may be very small. As the time passes, time goes, morning, when you go to the outside, your shadow is different when compared to the afternoon, compared to evening. So why this shadow changes size? So exactly what is a shadow? If you see here, shadow is an object. Shadow is an object is formed because of this property of light, right? Just because of the light property, shadow is formed. Shadow is the area of darkness formed on the screen, right? When an opaque body, very important, whenever you are passing a light, it strikes the opaque body. Opaque means which does not allow the light to pass through them. When the light hits the opaque body, the shadow is formed. If it is transparent or translucent, you cannot form the shadow. Only opaque bodies can form a shadow. He is placed in between the screen and source. See here, this is the source, torchlight. So this is the opaque body. So this is the screen to catch that shadow. So when the light passes and strikes the opaque body, the shadow of the opaque body can be seen on the screen. Right? Same case. So whenever source, opaque body, and shadow, these are the 3 important requirements for the formation of shadow. See, we are the opaque body. We are opaque body. Source is sun. Screen is earth. Screen is earth. Whenever light falls on you, your shadow is forms on the earth. Because your body is not allowing the light to pass through. Because you are opaque body. Got it? So opaque body is mandatory for the formation of shadow. Formation of shadow. Welcome to Masterminds Falaknama and Gopal Nagar. Right? Got it or not? The shadow is formed when source of light falls on opaque object. And shadow is correct on a screen. So what is opaque object? Which does not allow light to pass through them. Either it is a wood or it is a brick. Anything, it may be hard materials or metals. Any metal you can take and focus light on them. The shadow of that is formed on the backside. Right? Clear? So that's you have to know that shadow is formed because of the opaque object. Then there is some important words are given: umbra and penumbra. A region of total darkness, where this total darkness, there are 2 reasons are there. See, one is the darkness, one is the brightness. So the darkness part is called umbra and brightness part is called penumbra. Okay. The region of total darkness is called umbra. No ray of light enters the region. This region, there won't be any ray of light enters. The dark region. On screen, you can see a region of partially darkness. Whole surrounds the umbra is called penumbra. See this is. It is not completely dark, partial darkness. Even our shadow also you can see like that. One part is darkness and borders. Like borders, you can have the partial darkness. That partial darkness part is called penumbra. So every shadow contains umbra and penumbra. So that then when they are formed here, if the source of light is smaller than object, right? The source of light is smaller than object. Source is very small, sharp torchlight. See, source may be torchlight, candle. Sunlight is very big. If the source is big, we cannot form the umbra, penumbra. If source is very small, we can find the formation of umbra and penumbra. Umbra is a dark region, penumbra is the partial dark which is surrounding the umbra. Right? Clear? So these are the two things we learned today, just now, within this paragraph. What you learn? We learn about what is shadow. Right? Shadow is the image of the object formed whenever light source passes through opaque body, opaque object. So during that shadow formation, we can see the umbra and penumbra. Right? Right? Umbra and penumbra. Clear? So, umbra is nothing but a dark region. Penumbra is nothing but partial dark region. This we can see clearly only when the source of light is very small when compared to object or opaque object. Right? Small light. When focus small light, we can see the umbra, penumbra clearly. You can test at home also with the help of torchlight. Take torchlight, place one metal sheet or wooden sheet or stone, place and keep one screen backside or white paper. We can clearly find the formation of shadow, formation of umbra and penumbra also. Right? You can do at home. Then you discuss with your teacher how it is formed, how you understood. Right? Simple requirements. You take one torchlight or a candle. Right? Take torchlight or candle and one opaque object like wood or plastic sheet, or it may be brick, anything which does not allow light, and pass source to the straight to that one and place one paper backside screen so that you can see the clearly a dark region surrounded by a partial dark region. That is called umbra and penumbra. Right? Now we move to the next one. The continuation of this, we can see the very interesting. So what is the condition for formation of shadow? If you want to form the shadow, what are the conditions? We have seen already. So number one, there are three conditions are there. Number one, there must be a source of light. There must be either torchlight or candle or sunlight or a other source, kerosene lamp, anything. Source of light is compulsory. What is required? Source of light. The basic requirement formation of shadow. The second one is there must be an opaque body. What is that? Opaque body is compulsory because you know that without opaque body, we cannot form the shadow. Shadow we cannot be found by either transparent or translucent materials. It is only by opaque body. And third one is screen. Screen to catch the shadow. Right? There must be opaque screen to receive the shadow as cannot be formed on it, can be formed on it. The shadow also should be opaque. If not, otherwise the shadow won't form. So, only three requirements, simple requirements for the formation of shadow or to observe the umbra and penumbra. Right? Got it? We can produce we can pass the light in different angles and you can see the shadow in different ways. Clearly, you can see by simple activity at home also, or request your teachers to perform same in the dark room in the school. Just make the room dark and paste on your table, all the three, and you can see easily. Right? So, there are three conditions for the formation of shadow. One is source of light, any form. It may be torchlight, it may be bulb, it may be candle, it may be kerosene lamp. And second one is opaque body, a material which does not allow the light to pass through, like wood, brick, or plastic glass. So many things are there. And third one is opaque screen to catch the shadow. Right? These three are the conditions for the formation of shadow. Right? Now, so after knowing about the shadows, we'll move to eclipse. You know eclipse. So commonly we'll see eclipse, either solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. There are two types of eclipse are there. This takes place due to the position. See, there are three things are very important for us. One is sun, other is earth, other is moon. Right? So we are thinking sun is center, moon is revolving around the sun, whereas earth is revolving around the sun, moon is spinning around the earth. So due to the positions of these three, due to change in the positions of these three, because of the continuous rotation of earth, we can find eclipse. It may be either lunar eclipse or it may be of solar eclipse. Right? You can see here. So eclipse are example of formation of shadows in the universe. It's nothing but shadow only. Due to the formation of shadow of sun, or formation of shadow of earth, or formation of shadow of the moon, you can find the eclipse. It is just shadow only, which is taking place in nature, universe, right? The earth and the moon are the opaque. Both earth and moon are opaque only. Earth and moon. So either earth may become screen or earth may become object. Moon may become screen or moon may become object. Sun is the source. See, very important. Sun is source. Earth is opaque. It is also opaque. So sometimes it may become object or screen. Same thing it also. It may become object or screen. When one becomes object, it becomes lunar eclipse. One becomes that is screen, it becomes solar eclipse. Like that, the formation of shadow in nature is called eclipse. Simple way. In nature also, shadow is formed, due to which we will get the effect on earth, may become dark. And such a effect of formation of shadow due to sun, earth, and moon is called eclipse. Right? So moon are the opaque, non-luminous bodies, and sun is the luminous body. Both are non-luminous, does not produce the light by own. Then the moon or cast their shadow on leading to the phenomena of eclipse. The earth and sun cast their shadows. So at the times the sun, the earth, and the moon comes to lie on straight line. So when they come to straight line, sometimes what happens, earth will come middle. Sometimes moon will come middle because of rotation. Okay. Comes to lie in straight line. The object between the shadow and the cause an eclipse. Object between the source and shadow and the cause of eclipse. There are two kinds of eclipse, the lunar and solar eclipse. Right? First we'll see lunar. Lunar means moon. The lunar eclipse occurs when sun, earth, and moon. Sun, earth, and moon are in a straight line with the earth in between the sun and moon. So earth is coming in between. See, earth is in between the sun and moon. So sun will come first, very big one. Then earth, somewhat big, moon. So sunlight completely, the sunlight is obstructed by the earth. Okay. The shadow of the earth is cast on moon. So the shadow of the earth, because of this light, as sunlight is not allowed through the earth, the sunlight falls on the earth, will cast shadow on a small moon. So we can form the lunar eclipse. The shadow of the earth is cast on the moon. If the moon is in the umbra cone of the earth, it will form, it will be visible because of the moon is non-luminous, and since it does not receive any light from the sun. Because we know sun is very big, Earth is also relatively big. Moon is very small. Whenever Earth is obstructing the sunlight, no sunlight reaches the moon. No sunlight reaches the moon means shadow is forming on the moon. That's why you cannot see the moon. That is called lunar eclipse. Okay. So this is called total lunar eclipse. If the moon is straightly out of the line, it will not be completely in the umbra cone of the earth. If there is a receives the some light from the sun which reflects on the earth and makes the partially visible. This is called partial lunar eclipse. If they are perfectly in straight line, we cannot allow the light cannot pass on the moon. But suppose when slightly it is above the earth, some part of the moon is covered and some part of the moon receives the light, some part cannot. That is called partial. If it is completely covered, total lunar eclipse. If partially covered, it is a partial lunar eclipse. That depends on the position of moon with respect to earth. But finally, whenever earth comes middle, earth is middle, simple blindly can remember. Earth is middle and sun is, all the three are in straight lines, sun, earth and moon. But earth, when earth comes middle, the solar rays which is falling on the earth are not reaching the moon. When they're not reaching the moon, they form the shadow. Exactly when they are in straight line. Suppose moon is somewhere here little bit while moving. So some part is become dark and some part light may receive. So this is called partial lunar eclipse. This is complete lunar eclipse. It depends on the position of moon with respect to earth. With respect to earth. Right? That is lunar eclipse. So when you compare solar eclipse, second case, you can see here. Right? So a solar eclipse occurs when sun, earth and moon are in straight line. With moon is between the sun and earth. So sun won't change the position. You know, sun is the middle. So here it is moon, small one. And here is the earth. Right? So whenever, so sunlight falls on the moon. But some part of the sunlight reaches the earth maybe, and some part makes it stops. Moon is stopping the light from reaching the earth. The shadow of the moon is called the earth. The portion of the earth falling completely in the umbra is called total solar eclipse. The sun appears as a black circular disk with the ring of the ring. The portion of the earth falling in the penumbra region as partial solar eclipse. Right? So it depends on how much light is falling on earth by overcoming the moon. Either it may be the partial or total solar eclipse formation takes place. That is, so you can see in the pictures here. Okay, solar eclipse, how the formation takes place. So just whenever light is obstructed by the moon, sun, moon, earth. First sun, earth, moon is lunar. Sun, moon, earth is lunar. That is solar, that is lunar, this is solar. Clear? So eclipse is nothing but formation of shadow in the universe. In the solar system also, the shadow is formed, which results for either solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. Right? Right. Then come for the very important pinhole camera. A camera without lens. Generally, what do you mean camera? There should be a lens to take the photograph. But this is the camera without lens. Camera without a lens. Without a lens. We can prepare at home also. A simple camera. When you place an object, and then the image of object can be seen on the other side of the camera, which is simply made. The way of making the camera is very simple. First, I'll show you the video. Then I'll explain how to make the pinhole camera and how to use it. Right? Just keep watching the screen. For video, a simple video of 3 to 4 minutes. Then we'll move to the explanation part of the camera. Right?
Pinhole camera. Subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get latest updates from learnfotafot.com. Let's make a pinhole camera. You can make a pinhole camera using boxes, or PVC pipe or even a sheet of paper. We will use a sheet of paper as it is easily available. So what do you need to make a simple pinhole camera? You will need a thick sheet of paper, a black paper, a white paper, some rubber bands, a pin, and a small quantity of oil. If available, you can also get a tracing paper instead of white paper and oil. Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat Android app. Download the app now. Take sufficiently large part of thick sheet and roll it to make a tube. In the same way, make another tube little thinner than the previous. With the help of black paper and rubber band, cover one end of thick tube and make a small hole in the middle of covered part. Similarly, cover one end of smaller tube with white paper and rubber band. Now put some oil drops in the middle of covered part so as to make it translucent. A translucent object is one through which light can pass only partially. Now, insert the thin tube in the thick tube. Your pinhole camera is ready.
See, simple way.
Look at the tree through the open end of thinner pipe. On the oily part of paper or tracing paper, you will see an image of the tree. Slide the pipe forward or backward and try to obtain a clear image of tree on the screen. But the image appears to be upside down. Such image is called inverted image. It has color of object and so we cannot say it is a shadow of the object. So a shadow is definitely different than an image.
Right. Well, how to make the camera is clearly explained here.
Watch ad-free and complete syllabus on Learn Fatafat
So
Android app.
Download the
app now.
Image is different from shadow. Shadow is always black in color, remember. Whatever the color.
Now, by observing the image formation by pinhole camera, one can easily understand that light from top of the tree must be going in straight direction through the pinhole to reach at the bottom of the screen. Similarly, light from the bottom of the tree must be going in straight direction through the pinhole to reach at the top of the screen. The same principle is used for working of camera that a photographer uses to capture pictures. However, these cameras make use of convex lenses or also called magnifying lenses to form much clearer image. I hope you have understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.
Right.
For more videos, log on to the
simple way of understanding how to form the pinhole camera, right? It's a simple one to observe the image of an object. Right? So as how you are taking the photograph through camera, a digital camera or any other camera, this camera also helps us to see the image. It is not shadow. So try to remember that there is a difference between shadow and image. Right? There is a difference between shadow and image. Shadow we have seen, it is a shadow is formed with the opaque object. Right? Whereas image, suppose shadow is always black in color. Whatever the object color, shadow is always black. Correct? Your shadow also always looks black. But image may be color only, colorful. Whichever color you are wearing, we can see same color image. That is called image. Difference between image and shadow is always black in color, whereas image can be a colorful. Whatever color you are wearing, your image is from. For example, you stand in front of the plain mirror. If you see your picture in plain mirror, you can see as your hair looks white to black only. Your color becomes whatever you are, white color only. If you wear some red shirt, you can see red shirt only. Everything as it is. But in shadow, everything is black only. Nothing is clear. Because the image is formed by the transparent substance, shadow is formed by the opaque objects. Right. So we will see once again with the theoretically making of the. So if you see when comes a pinhole camera works on the principle of light travels in straight line. I already told you, light always travels in straight line whenever it is in the same medium, whether it is air, water, or vacuum. Same medium, it travels in straight line. That is called rectilinear propagation of light. What it is called? Rectilinear propagation. Means straight line propagation. Right. The image formed by the pinhole camera is inverted. Inverted means reverse, you can see. Suppose you stand in front of the pinhole camera, your image is formed with reverse direction, head down. Right. Pinhole cameras are inexpensive and easy to make. Inexpensive, not much expensive. An eclipse can be viewed using the pinhole camera. Just you can see the eclipse also, formation of eclipse by simple activity by using this. So making of pinhole, how to make? Just now we have shown in the picture. Take two rectangular boxes, then fit into one another. Two rectangular boxes, one is big one is small one. So it should be inserted. It should be slidable like this. It should be slide over the other. One slide over the other. Like that you have prepared the two rectangular boxes. Two rectangular boxes where one is sliding over the other. Okay. Then cut open one side of the each box. Both sides. See, this side is opened. This side is opened. Both sides. One is one side, one is the other side. You have to open. Make a small hole in the larger box, which is over the smaller one. You have to make hole. That is pinhole. With therefore small pin, you have to make hole, not much big one. The center of the closed and opposite to the side of the means cut open. So opposite to the so finally the slide of a smaller box into the larger box, ensuring that the pinhole and the tracing paper are in time with the one another. See, there is a tracing paper for as acts as a screen to receive the image. Okay, but at the opposite ends. Slide the smaller box to adjust the focus on so that you can capture the image of an object you want. This is the basic structure of the pinhole camera. However, the development forms. Okay, so this is the basic structure of the pinhole camera. We can, by this, we can find out we can observe the image how is shown in the video. Right, a simple construction and simple working without a lens. A camera without a lens. We are not using a lens here. Only just by source of light and image, you can find the object image formation can be seen on the screen. Okay. So this is complete picture about what is the pinhole camera. And lastly, you can see here before closing the session, speed of light. You all know that light travels with great speed through vacuum with a speed of 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Means after 3, 8 zeros. So here that's what given here. 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second are these many kilometers. After 3 into 10 power 5 kilometer per hour second. This is the speed of light in vacuum. The fastest. So that is the reason sunlight reaches our earth within 8 seconds only. Very fast desire. Through vacuum also it reaches our earth. Okay. This is about the speed of light. 3 into 10 power 8. Right? So this is what we learned today. Next class we'll start the synopsis 3 about the reflection. The one of the important property of the light. How light comes back when it touches the any surface. Right? That is also opaque body only. Opaque body, as you know, it not arousing, it returns back same medium. So we'll discuss about the reflection and terms related to reflection in the next class, right? So that's all for today. You can see on the homework on the screen, you can note down, explain the construction and working of pinhole camera. There is a clearly mentioned in the material. You can copy in your notebook and take the signature from both your teacher and parents. Right? Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you, students. Thank you, all of you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.